right, I'm gonna say what Scottie Pippen can't say. They did this for Tony Kukoc to put the European player. They favored the European player. This shot is now the basket manipulation is basically the same shot, the same manipulation that Jordan and even Kobe was under. So Scottie can't say it. Scottie can't say that they was trying to highlight the European player. So when oh, that looks really neat, the smoke going through. It gives me an effect, I guess. But with Scottie saying it was racism, Scottie really meant it was to highlight the European on a national stage, because this is just like, a year away from Jordan stepping away, so there's still a pretty national stage, plus they play in New York here. I'm gonna run at full speed, and you can see it. Now, one thing I do notice about the older system, and even going back to the system that helped Jerry West, the net has more to do with the manipulation. There's a lot to do. But what you also see is you see the angle, the drive, the vector that it drops in. But the net has a lot of draw in it. That is what I noticed on the Jerry West shot, that the net has draw. And this has to be a part of the older system, where the net even had draw. So even a magnetized type of net, which would be very easy to make. Hell, you can get them gloves with the copper in it and shit, so it'd be easy to put. But I even feel that the nets are magnetized. And still holding it to the back situation, no doubt. But it appears like the net even plays a role with this. But regular motion. Okay. Now again, it's about the highlight. Because see, they want to say, that Jackson was in and everybody loved. Nah, Phil appears to be a type of agent, even somewhat of a handler. Even though Dennis Rodman had been handled by others, but even Phil seems to be some type of handler. Oh, and let me end with this. Now I'll play this in slow motion. I can say it. Now there's an odd kind of movement on this ball. Now I know it's in slow motion, but we're catching the movement, and it just kind of, something changes there. On that drop, something changes. And again, just the way it's carried in. And I'm going to say this. Jalen Rose is a basketball historian. Jalen Rose didn't forget that there was all brothers on some of these Olympic teams. But his point was, Love's not very good anymore. Now, some dude is on here capping, saying that Love might be good for the style of play. Okay, Love's got to be in his 30s. Played subpar this year. Subpar. So, were there better brothers? Yes, absolutely. I don't even know if some of them dudes like Ayton want to be on the team, because again, it is giving you almost a month more basketball. A lot of these cats do want to rest, so I understand having Love, because a lot of these cats don't even want to play. But so if he apologized, that's goofy, because he's a basketball historian. He had to have known these other teams. And one of them all-brother teams was a team that lost to the Spanish. They got third. So you don't see the setup there? How all of a sudden... And I've talked about the cheat of 72. That was the biggest cheat ever. But it was a cheat to make people pay attention to world basketball. That is why he took the team back out there. It was a cheat for world basketball. So they said, let us get this and show that the world can be good. It'll give more confidence to the foreign players, instead of the foreign players being beat down all the time. As I said before, 68, none of the top players played because of the boycott that they did at Mexico. And that gave Spencer Haywood the opportunity to turn the world out, which he did. Spencer Haywood turned them out. But this is longer than what I anticipated. But it's just the point of, you have to understand, when a basketball historian is talking, he knows that they sent them other teams and fixed it for them to lose. But he can't say so much. But so he was right. And the same thing goes here. They trying to highlight this European.